Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Screamin'. Welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Nightfall Season of the Wish intel. And this week, for the very first time, Grandmaster Nightfalls have become available, and it is a great week to be farming because not only is it double loot this week, but it's also one of the easiest Nightfalls in the rotation and one of the oldest, the Lake of Shadows. There are many different cheeses, glitches, skips that you can use in order to make this farm very proficient. You could do a GM in a full group, I would say in under 10 minutes, 15 for a very novice group. Very soloable as well if you're doing this at the lower level difficulties. Anything's going to be difficult when you do this solo at the Grandmaster difficulty, but for the most part, there are several glitches, especially for the boss room, that would allow a solo player to actually get a completion if they can make it to this point. Now, if you want a full breakdown of all the different glitches and cheeses that you could use in this particular GM, I will probably make another video specifically on that. But in today's video, we're going to concentrate on the reward for this week's Nightfall, which is the Waveframe grenade launcher, the Undercurrent. This is the first time that this particular weapon has become available, and there are some really great roles available for it that will do you well in PvE of all different difficulties, even possibly this GM. So I'm going to do a weapons breakdown and a comparison with some other stuff that it is currently kind of going toe-to-toe with, or the discussion is of. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Nightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Remember, any of those things also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and we do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And of course, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that next giveaway a second time for this video. Remember, those secret hashtags stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. So I did want to give a brief rundown on the Undercurrent and what roles you should probably be farming for the most, as there are some very good options, and some of them will play better with certain builds. Obviously, arc builds seem to be the go-to for this weapon, as it will synergize with it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not some other options available in other subclasses that, under the right circumstances, in endgame PvE, they might actually work better. So the curated role is hard launch, implosion rounds, lead from gold, volt shot, and of course we have the two origin traits, Vanguard's Vindication and Stunning Recovery. In most PvE activities, I would probably prefer this one over Stunning Recovery. Vanguard's Vindication just seems to have a lot more versatility, but Volt Shot I would definitely pick up. That would be one of my go-to perks and probably the thing that I'm going to be looking for the most. Lead from Gold, I actually would maybe skip. It's not a bad perk, but there are other options that I would actually prefer in this slot. Implosion rounds, as far as hard launch, these two perks somewhat interchangeable, not nearly as important as the other two. But these are not bad. If I got a roll with either one of these, I'd be happy with it. But if we go down to all the perks that are available, remember this is a Waveframe grenade launcher, so I'm not sure if there will be a blast radius masterwork on this particular one. I'm sure there will be. That'll also be the thing that I would probably be going for, but Waveframes are amazing, and Waveframe paired with Volt Shot is really the thing that I'm going to be going after, just because of champions as well as just the overall AoE. I think just that one perk alone is worth keeping a roll, but if you get a bunch of these, as farming them out won't be that difficult this week. The other things you might want to look for, Bait and Switch isn't a bad perk in this column. Demolitionist would probably be the best perk and one that I would pick over Lead from Gold for the curated role. So these two in combination I think would be really good. Ambitious Assassin is also a really good combination, though it might work better with Bait and Switch or, I don't know, maybe One for All. But probably the three best perks, in my opinion: Ambitious Assassin, Demolitionist, and Volt Shot. Lead from Gold, not far behind. Bait and Switch, also not far behind. Here's some popular trait combos, though these are very early renditions of these trait combos because the weapon really hasn't been around that long. But popular individual perks, as you can see, Volt Shot is at 35.2%. High velocity rounds is favored over implosion rounds. So that already goes against, I believe, what the curated role suggested, but 94% of people are preferring that. Looks like volatile launcher as well as countermass are pretty much the same, as well as confined launch. Demolitionist seems to be the top perk, as well as Ambitious Assassin, as I said. Bait and Switch is the second perk for that fourth column, and then it looks like people are actually going against what I would suggest, with Stunning Recovery actually being favored over Vanguard's Vindication. But that might actually just depend on what you're doing. Stunning Recovery and Vanguard Vindication are both, in my opinion, actually really great Origin perks. And some of the best, I think. It's nice to have both of them on the same weapon when you get a chance. Popular trait combos: Demolitionist Volt Shot is the leader. Lead from Gold Volt Shot is second. Field Prep Volt Shot third. Then Ambitious Assassin Bait and Switch is fourth. Ambitious Assassin Adrenaline Junkie fifth. Stats for All Volt Shot sixth. Demolitionist Attrition Orbs is seventh, and Stats for All One for All is eighth. Now this weapon is being compared a lot to the Forbearance, which is over here. I have one of these too. I do think they are very similar and certainly will suit the same needs. Soul Drinker you can only get, obviously, on weapons from Valve Disciple, so there is some uniqueness in just having that perk available. But Bait and Switch, Ambitious Assassin, Curated Role Implosion Rounds, Smart Drift Control seem to be popular. I'm going to guess Implosion Rounds gets less popular, as they do come with a lot of the same things. Unrelenting is, I think, a really good perk that rolls on this that unfortunately doesn't roll on the Undercurrent. We have Wellspring, Golden Tricorn, a few things. Chain Reaction, though I think that might actually roll on Undercurrent, though I have to check again. Sleight of Hand, these are all different perk combinations that I think overall versatility lends itself to the Forbearance still kind of being the top dog as far as a Waveframe arc weapon would go, or arc GL. But the Undercurrent is certainly a good secondary or replacement if you don't have a chance to run Valve Disciple. And just based on its availability, I think is actually probably one of the best weapons to farm in this slot. That is, again, for an arc GL Waveframe that most people, I think, are going to have an easier opportunity to get a hold of, and will certainly substitute the Forbearance under most circumstances. Chain Reaction, as you can see, is not available on the Undercurrent, but it's a very popular perk on the Forbearance. And that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell, the post notifications, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. It really helps out the channel. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that full breakdown on this week's Grandmaster Nightfall, the Lake of Shadows, and all the glitches and cheeses, as well as solo methods therein. That'll also enter you into the next giveaway a second time for this video. Or if you've watched till this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag Lightfall, or a hashtag Season of the Wish, or a hashtag Lake of Shadows, or a hashtag Undercurrent in the comments section down below. Thanks so much for watching once more, and as always, I'm Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you next time.